For the wall sit scap slide, start in a wall sit with your knees and feet hip distance apart. Your knees are over top of your ankles and the knees are at a 90-degree angle. Place your shoulder blades, your elbows, and your fingertips onto the wall behind you. Reach up for the ceiling, and on the way down, lead with your elbows and squeeze your shoulder blade, your scapula, together. So you're reaching up, keeping the belly button in on the way down, and thinking tall chest. Repeat 5 or 6 times. If you need to modify, move your elbow or your hands away from the wall, but over time the goal is to try to glue your elbows and your hands to the wall. Maintain nice tight abs. In the deep squat T-spine rotation, you're going to sit low in a squat. You can use a post or a bench for some stability, keeping your glutes and your legs engaged. Feet are ripping the floor apart. Alternate one arm reaching up towards the ceiling. Look towards your hand. Reach 3 or 4 times on each side, keeping your belly button in and your chest tall. If you've got more mobility, it's okay to sit low, but keep your legs and your glutes activated, and you can push out through your elbow with the opposite hand that's not reaching. In the single leg deadlift balance, we're getting into a single leg deadlift position, starting with your feet hip distance apart, bend into the post leg, extend the other leg straight back, and hinge at the hip, allowing yourself to bend into that lower leg and creating a nice straight line from the top of my head to my back heel. So notice that I don't go so far over that my back is arched. You can spread your arms out and your hands out to get a little bit more stability, keeping your abs tight. Keep your hip bones square towards the mirror. Press that back foot into the back wall. Hinge forward and hold. You're going to hold this for about 20 or 30 seconds, keeping your abs tight. Notice if you're using your standing leg glute or hamstring for stability, or if you're trying too much to use your feet or your knee. With the chest opener, I've pinched my fingers together at my low back. I'm pressing my palms together. I'm keeping my chest tall, my ribs down, and I'm squeezing my fingers and hands together as I breathe into my anterior delts, my shoulders, and my chest. With the deltoid external rotation, I'm going to grab on with my outside hand, keep my feet hip distance apart, and I'm standing parallel to where the band is attached. Keeping my elbow in tight, I'm externally rotating my outside arm to feel tightness in the top of my arm. With the band or cable face pull, I'm going to grab on in a kneeling position with my hands about shoulder width apart, squeezing my shoulder blades together and pulling back on the band. When the band gets toward my face, I'm pulling the band apart and bringing my shoulder blades down and back.